James. You know, ACORN's lawsuit called out some specific members of Congress. One of them joins us now. He's Republican Congressman Steve King of Iowa, who joins us on the telephone. Congressman King, you just heard James O'Keefe, lament in a sense that more has not been done. What's your view about this? Why do you think more investigations haven't been conducted, especially on Capitol Hill?
Well, I do share the same lament that James has just expressed, and I look around the Hill and I think, what would happen if the shoe were on the other foot, if this were something coming from the other side of the aisle? And I can guarantee you there would have been instantaneous, in-depth investigations and congressional hearings, and it would have been turned us into a very much a media circus with an attempt to beat up on our side of this. I've simply asked for the chairs of the relevant committees to conduct investigations and hearings, and I believe that the beneficiaries of ACORN among that list are the chairs of important committees that are standing in the way of the investigations that we must have if we're to get to the bottom of this.
So you think that politicians are, sorry to interrupt, but politicians are self-interested, that they don't want an investigation because they get support by ACORN or its affiliates?
I think it's not beyond an opinion at this point. I have twice personally presented an ACORN to Chairman Conyers, the chair of the Judiciary Committee, and I have formally and informally in private meetings and in public pressed for hearings of ACORN. He has given me assignments to write another letter. He didn't read the first one I handed to him, nor the second. So it's been a delay practice on his part. He told me that he didn't even know where the office was for ACORN in his hometown of Detroit, but he spoke to the National Convention of ACORN as a keynote speaker June 22nd of this year. Jerry Nadler, the chairman of the Constitution Committee, is the one who is reported, according to the Villager, a newspaper in New York, been giving advice to ACORN's attorney, asking them to sue on a bill of attainder argument, which I believe is constitutionally suspect, and certainly it indicates that there's motivation on the part of Jerry Nadler to help protect the people that have helped him.
Finally, that's your allegation about them. A final point, ACORN says it's unfair, that it's against the Constitution to just single them out. What's your response to that?
I would say they should point to some precedent case that would make their case for them. Congress can fund who they decide to fund, and they can refuse to fund whomever they decide to fund. We have rescissions bills in the past that set precedents where we've shut off funding after it left the president's desk. We've done it a number of times for billions of dollars. We have every right to do that under the Constitution with ACORN.
All right, there's the answer to ACORN, and we'll see what happens with these investigations, and if there are ever hearings on Capitol Hill. Congressman Stephen King of Iowa, thank you for joining us this morning on the Fox News Channel.
Thank you, Eric.
Jamie?